village nestled among rolling green hills, where the sun painted the sky with soft hues of gold each morning, lived a diligent farmer. Every day, without fail, he would walk to the river to fetch water, carrying it back to his home in 2 large clay pots. These pots hung on either end of a wooden pole he balanced carefully across his shoulders. The path was long and winding, but the farmer's steps were steady, a familiar rhythm in the quiet dawn. One of the pots was perfect. It was sturdy, it surfaced smooth and flawless. It held every single drop of water from the river all the way back to the farmer's house, standing tall and proud of its service. It felt a sense of accomplishment, fulfilling its purpose completely, without any loss. It was, in every sense, the ideal pot. But its companion was not so fortunate. The other pot had a long, noticeable crack running down its side. This crack was a source of constant leakage. With every step the farmer took, water would trickle out, leaving a damp trail on the dusty path. By the time the long journey from the river to the house was over, the cracked pot would be only half full. This went on day after day. The perfect pot remained proud of its flawless performance, while the cracked pot was deeply embarrassed by its imperfection. For 2 long years, the cracked pot silently carried its shame. It watched the perfect pot deliver a full portion of water and felt like a complete failure. The guilt grew heavier with each trip. One evening, as it sat in the cool moonlight, it couldn't bear the feeling any longer. It looked at the farmer, its voice filled with sorrow, and whispered, "I am so ashamed of myself. I want to apologize to you." The farmer looked at the pot with a gentle expression. "Why?" he asked. "What are you ashamed of?" "Because of this crack in my side," the pot explained, its voice trembling. "I leak water all the way back to your house. You do all this work, carrying me from the river, but because of my flaw, you only get half the water and half the reward for your effort. I feel so useless." The farmer listened patiently, a soft smile forming on his lips. He reached out and gently touched the pot's side, right near the crack. "My dear friend," he said kindly, "as we return from the river tomorrow, I want you to pay close attention. I want you to notice the beautiful flowers growing along the path." The next morning, as they made their daily trek, the cracked pot did as the farmer had asked. It lifted its gaze and, for the first time, truly saw the path. Along its side of the trail, a vibrant tapestry of wildflowers bloomed in a riot of color. There were brilliant reds, sunny yellows, and deep purples, all dancing in the gentle breeze. The sun warmed their petals, and the sight was breathtakingly beautiful. The pot was so mesmerized by the flowers that, for a moment, it forgot its sadness. But at the end of the journey, as it saw the water level had dropped once again, the familiar pang of guilt returned. "I'm sorry," it said softly to the farmer. "I still lost half the water." The farmer set the pots down and turned to the cracked pot with the same warm smile. "Did you notice," he asked, "that all those beautiful flowers are only on your side of the path? There are none on the other side, where the perfect pot is." The cracked pot looked puzzled. The farmer continued, "That's because I have always known about your flaw. I knew you leaked. So, I took advantage of it. I planted flower seeds on your side of the path, and every single day, as we walked back from the river, you have been watering them." He gestured back towards the trail, now glowing in the morning light. "Because of you, and because of what you saw as a flaw, I have been able to pick these beautiful flowers to decorate my home. Without you being just the way you are, this path would be barren and dull. My home would not have this beauty." A profound realization dawned upon the cracked pot. The very thing it had been so ashamed of, the crack it saw as a weakness, was actually the source of all this life and beauty. Its imperfection had a purpose it had never imagined. It wasn't a failure. It was a creator of beauty, a nurturer of life. The crack was not a flaw, but a gift. From that day on, the cracked pot no longer felt shame. It carried its half-full load with a newfound sense of pride, understanding that its unique quality brought a special kind of joy to the world. This story teaches us a powerful lesson. Each of us has our own unique cracks or flaws. We might see them as weaknesses, things that make us feel inadequate or ashamed. But just like the cracked pot, these imperfections can be the very things that make our lives, and the lives of those around us, more interesting and beautiful. It is the unique combination of all our traits, both the ones we celebrate and the ones we try to hide, that makes us who we are. So, don't be afraid of your flaws. Embrace them. You never know what beautiful flowers you might be watering along your own path. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, remember to see the beauty in your own unique journey.